In our previous deep dive space investigation and research documentary, we witnessed the incredibly violent, highly chaotic birth of our solar system's outermost gas giant Neptune, and decoded how a massive gravitational tsunami caused by the orbital resonance of Jupiter and Saturn hurled this majestic blue beast out of its primordial home and exiled it into the frozen, dark frontier of the outer solar system. Following this cataclysmic planetary migration, Neptune settled into an orbit so far from the center of our system that the arriving sunlight and solar thermal energy are over 900 times fainter than what we experience on Earth, dipping this entire cosmic sector into a permanent state of near absolute zero temperatures. However, if you assume that because of this immense distance from the Sun, this frozen and shattered world is completely silent, dead, or peaceful, you are profoundly mistaken, because today, in this exclusive advanced research production by Awan Industries, we are going to penetrate deep through the thick, aggressive, and hyperdense atmosphere of Neptune to decode the greatest and most terrifying mysteries that defy traditional physics, where supersonic winds shatter the laws of atmospheric dynamics and a hidden internal empire exists where the skies literally rain pure diamonds into a shimmering liquid abyss. Neptune stands as the most distant planet in our planetary neighborhood, receiving almost zero direct thermal radiation from the Sun, which under standard thermodynamic laws should render it a completely frozen, inert sphere of ice. Yet it paradoxically hosts the most violent, high-energy weather systems in the entire solar system, deep within the upper atmospheric layers, surrounded by dense cloud decks of methane, hydrogen, and helium. Winds scream across the planet at speeds exceeding 2100 kilometers per hour, which is faster than the speed of sound and more than twice as fast as the most destructive Category 5 hurricanes ever recorded on Earth, matching the structural velocity of advanced modern supersonic jet fighters. For decades, planetary science was deeply baffled by this planetary engine, struggling to explain how a world with zero external solar heating could generate such massive atmospheric fury and destructive kinetic force until modern astrophysics finally decoded the anomaly, revealing that Neptune possesses a monstrous primordial internal heat source locked inside its core since the day of its formation. This giant planet actually radiates more than twice the total thermal energy it absorbs from the Sun. And it is this extreme internal heat rising from the heavy core and crashing into the absolute zero freeze of outer space that drives a colossal planetary thermodynamic engine, maintaining a permanent state of atmospheric chaos, immense vortex storms, and supersonic planetary currents. To truly comprehend the sheer, unadulterated scale of this internal thermodynamic engine, we must examine the deep structural convection currents that tear through the planetary mantle on a global scale. And like Earth, where weather patterns are primarily driven by localized solar radiation heating the surface and creating low-pressure tracking systems, Neptune's atmospheric circulation is entirely controlled from the inside out, meaning that the immense primordial heat radiating from its dense, heavy core acts as a massive thermal pump that constantly pushes superheated gases upward into the freezing outer crust. As these superheated planetary plumes rise through thousands of kilometers of high-density molecular hydrogen and helium, they experience massive rotational forces due to Neptune's rapid 16-hour differential rotation cycle, creating massive, violent atmospheric shear zones that continuously feed kinetic energy into the prevailing wind streams. This continuous internal thermal cycling completely eliminates the structural friction that typically slows down wind patterns on terrestrial planets like Earth, allowing these supersonic planetary currents to circle the globe endlessly without ever losing their destructive momentum, forming colossal planetary storm systems like the Great Dark Spot and the Scooter, which can swallow entire terrestrial continents whole within a matter of hours. As we descend past these screaming supersonic cloud decks of methane and ammonia, the atmospheric pressure and temperature escalate to crushing levels that make Earth's deepest oceanic trench, the Mariana Trench, seem entirely gentle by comparison, as the atmospheric weight here increases to millions of times heavier than Earth's sea level pressure. In this horrifying and ultra-dense gravitational environment, the extreme combination of immense structural weight and thousands of degrees of internal heat forces a spectacular cosmic alchemy to occur, permanently altering the behavior of standard space chemistry, because at this critical depth, methane gas molecules are compressed so aggressively that their atomic structures completely collapse, forcefully separating carbon atoms from hydrogen. Under these extreme crushing conditions, where carbon is subjected to millions of atmospheres of pressure, the atoms instantly crystallize into dense, perfect three-dimensional sparkling diamonds, initiating the planet's most astonishing and luxury phenomenon, where millions of tons of solid diamonds continuously form in the atmosphere and rain down through the mantle like a ceaseless, heavy cosmic hailstorm. But this diamond rain does not simply stop at the mantle, because as these diamond rocks sink further down toward the planetary core boundary, the internal heat reaches such unimaginable heights that even solid diamonds cannot maintain their structural form, melting completely into a vast, deep ocean of liquid carbon, where solid diamond icebergs float upon a shimmering metallic sea, representing the final frontier of extreme planetary physics and planetary engineering exploration. The existence of this colossal subterranean carbon ocean introduces a radically complex magnetic and gravitational anomaly that alters the entire structural orientation of Neptune's internal environment. As millions of tons of diamonds continuously melt at the core boundary, the super-dense liquid carbon becomes highly ionized under the extreme thermodynamic pressures, transforming this deep internal ocean into a highly conductive, metallic fluid state that can generate massive localized electrical currents. This swirling, turbulent layer of liquid diamond actively distorts the planet's internal dynamo engine, interacting directly with the surrounding convective mantle layers of super-pressurized water and ammonia ice to warp Neptune's global magnetic field into a highly asymmetrical, off-center configuration that is completely misaligned with the planet's actual rotational axis. The resulting magnetospheric structure undergoes constant, violent fluctuations as the planet rotates, sending massive bursts of trapped radiation screaming across the outer rings and creating a complex, high-energy plasma environment that makes any potential future space probe, exploration, or sensory data acquisition an extreme operational hazard. The magnificent cosmic architecture and atmospheric stability of Neptune do not merely challenge human science, but serve as a definitive testament to the reality that when space physics reaches extreme thresholds, celestial bodies are formed that are far more dangerous, exotic, and advanced than anything human imagination can standardly comprehend. From its warped, asymmetrical magnetic field to its super-dense carbon-rich internal layers, every single aspect of this blue giant represents a cosmic authority that completely shatters our traditional solar system models, which is exactly why Awan Industries brings these hardcore scientific domains directly to you with absolute technical precision and verified space parameters. Our trajectory for high-end space documentaries and structural astrophysics exploration is now permanently locked onto this specific creative path, meaning that we have forever dedicated this platform to the space niche, ensuring that our sovereign community receives nothing but the most premium, data-driven, and high-status space exploration documentaries available, keeping our production entirely focused on cosmic truths, If you are captivated by this rigorous technical investigation and our planetary simulation series, and if you desire to explore a specific planet, a supermassive black hole, a neutron star, or any complex theoretical space anomaly where human understanding is pushed to its absolute limits, leave your direct command and topic code in the comments section below, because we read every single community interaction and will dedicate an entire custom-tailored, high-status research documentary to your chosen prompt to help build this space network on your specific direction. However, our journey through this freezing outer sector and our analysis of interstellar giants are far from over, because beyond this blue outcast lie even more terrifying mysteries waiting to be decoded. And in our next massive installment, which will be the final chapter and part 3 of this series, we will cross Neptune's gravitational boundary to enter the dark, silent graveyard of the Kuiper Belt, where we will explore the anomalous rogue objects held hostage by Neptune's gravity and conduct a comprehensive scientific analysis of the hunt for the unseen titan of the outer dark, the hypothetical Planet 9. Until then, keep your rendering algorithms on high alert, continue building with consistent power, maintain absolute command over the cosmic grid, and always remain completely sovereign with Awan Industries.